What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another what I spend in a week video. I feel like you guys really like these videos and honestly I really like filming them. It's a good way to hold myself accountable and kind of see what my spending looks like week to week. I do track all my expenses anyway though, so I have a spreadsheet that has my budget on it, and then on another page I track every single charge that comes out of my bank account, my credit card, every month. This has been such a game changer for me with budgeting because previously I would just budget like, oh, I think I spend about 300 bucks a month on groceries. And then at the end of the month I would have like negative money and I'd be like, what's going on here? So I started doing like an every dollar, keeping track of my expenses. And so I found out that I was budgeting for $300, but I was spending $500 on groceries a month. It just really helped me also see where I could cut down on things like my impulse spending. So if you're kind of new to budgeting and trying to figure out where all your money is going, I highly suggest tracking every single expense. It seems like a pain, but really it takes 5 minutes a day. Sit down, add your 1 or 2 charges, and then at the end of the month you have everything right there. Highly suggest. I am working really hard on my personal impulse spending. I am just super over like TikTok shop and you need this on Amazon and all this stuff that is just everywhere in social media. And I even know that I am guilty of it myself. Like I'll link stuff for you guys, but I'm really trying to work on only linking stuff that I genuinely like, that I genuinely think is worth your money. I don't want to be someone who's just constantly pushing product on people for a lot of different reasons, but the main one is that I know I personally am trying to save money, pay down my student loans, save for a house, a wedding, everything else in the world. So I don't want to see that content, so I don't want to push that content. I highly suggest you guys go watch this video I watched last night. I will link it down below, but it's called Internet Consumerism Has Gone Too Far. And it was a really great video. Like I knew all the points she made and I totally agree with them. But this is more of like a budget style video. I'm not gonna lie, last week was not a week I'm super proud of. So it's kind of ironic that I'm sitting here talking about how I'm trying to save money when last week I had quite a few impulse purchases, which I will tell you which ones those were as we go through the week. It's nice to be able to recognize that and be like, hey, I didn't need that $15 onion chopper. I'm a work in progress, I'm not perfect, but I think one of the first steps is recognizing the need to make a change and actively talking about and saying that you're going to make this change, and then you can really start working on it. So yeah, that's my big, I don't know what that was, a disclaimer at the beginning of this video, but if you're new here, hi, I'm Krista, I'm 25, I live in Tampa, Florida. I work from home as a data analyst, and I also do social media for fun. It doesn't really make me any money, but it's just for fun. And I love sharing, just navigating through my 20s, lifestyle content, and here we are. Without really any further ado, I have my spreadsheet here. So let's go ahead and get into this video. I want to start with my fixed expenses, which is what I start with at the beginning of these videos. So these are things that I pay for every month, no matter what. It includes subscription services, bills, things like that. And I break them down into a weekly expense. So just to live my life, my per week expenses are $545. So that includes my rent, my water, my amenity fees, my car insurance, my Fashion Pass subscription. That one's not a necessity, but I included it in here. Spotify, my federal loan payment if I'm making the minimum payment, my phone bill, my iCloud storage, and my pet insurance. So those are monthly bills that come out, no questions asked, just for me to get by. Comes out to $2,180 a month, and that is $545 per week. Another really important thing to note in this video is that I live with my fiance and he also pays for a lot of things. So he pays for our electric bill. He honestly pays for the majority of our groceries. Like I will split some here and there, as you'll see, but there are some things that he pays for versus like I pay for, like car insurance. It's just kind of what works best for us. So that is to say that like my rent is split in half. So definitely keep that in mind as we're going through this week. I don't spend as much on groceries because it's just not something I have to buy as often. I think everything works different for different people, different couples. I think to each their own. It's just what works for us. So keep those fixed expenses in mind and let's hop right into the week. Starting on Monday, we wanted to run some errands before work, so we kind of had like a productive Monday morning. So we did stop for coffee. I bought the coffee. It was $13.18. It's like those TikToks where it's like, I don't want your money. Because I bought us coffee and then we proceeded to go to the grocery store and he dropped $100 on groceries, but I bought the coffee. So $13.18 starting off our Monday morning. And then here is quite a few impulse purchases. I had 4 arguably impulse purchases that day. I'm not proud of it. The first one I alluded to is the Amazon chopper, the vegetable chopper, for $25.79. I do not need this. I already got it in. You do not need it either. It's all over TikTok, and that's what I'm blaming for why I purchased it, because I love to have salads for lunch, and all these people were making these cute like chopped salads. Well, let me tell you, I got it in. You don't need it. It's a pain in the ass to clean, so I regret that. That's a $25.79 purchase I didn't need. It's nice, like, if you're gonna cook a bunch of veggies up, say onions and zucchinis and stuff, but it's just not super practical for like an everyday use item. Second, I actually do really like these, so I'm not mad that I bought these, but they're definitely not something you need, but they could be convenient. I don't know. I bought some travel coffee cups off of Amazon for $19.34. I always will bring my coffee to go if I'm gonna run errands, and I didn't have any like travel coffee cups. So I would just put them in like a normal cup with a straw and carry my open cup around. And I feel like that's kind of gross. So I felt like it was a justifiable purchase for some travel coffee cups. Is it an absolute necessity? No. Am I justifying it? Yes. One more Amazon purchase this day. I think this one's somewhat justifiable. I had to rebuy my makeup mirror, $23.49. I do really like this mirror. This is the second time I've bought it because the first one I dropped on the floor, and as a mirror does, it shattered. So I had to repurchase this mirror. If I was more careful, that could have been an avoided expense. Don't drop your mirrors. Don't let them shatter. Last thing on Monday, this is just, it's so ironic, all these expenses, because none of these are necessary. So like I'm just sitting here identifying where I could have saved like over $100 this week on all these purchases. Really wanted some fall boots. I think they're super cute. I have so many pairs of boots, but a lot of them are like cowboy style boots. So I really wanted just some nice fall tall boots. I am thankful and lucky. I don't know why, but Will wanted to help me with these. So he did pay for the majority of them, but after like taxes and shipping and everything, I ended up spending $15.91 on my portion of the boots. Here they are. I mean, tell me they're not so cute. They're from Nordstrom Rack. I think total they were like 75 bucks, which isn't bad for a pair of boots, honestly. And they're really comfortable. So if you need a pair of fall boots, I do suggest them. But just think, do you really need them? And then go from there. So that brings our Monday total to $97.71. This was probably the worst day of the week just with buying things I really didn't need, but here we are. Let's get into Tuesday. Tuesday morning, I took a Orange Theory class. I pay $109 per month for 8 classes per month for Orange Theory. So each class comes out to about $13.63. So that's how we're gonna count this class. I do really like Orange Theory. I'm okay with having like one fitness subscription per month, whether you go to the gym or you do workout classes, whatever works best for you. Right now I'm doing Orange Theory and then I go to my apartment gym. So that's kind of what's working for me right now. I also do like to change it up quite a bit. So I've probably been doing Orange Theory now for maybe 4 months, 3 or 4 months maybe, and I do like it. So, and then I just had my normal work day on Tuesday, and Tuesday night I went and got dinner and drinks with a couple of my friends. A new friend, I actually knew him from my childhood. We used to cheerlead together, but he just moved here, so we went and got drinks, and my total there was $33.15. not bad at all because we took advantage of happy hour. So I had like 3 margaritas and some tacos and it was only 33 bucks. I feel like that's really good. And that was at American Social, bringing our Tuesday total to $46.78. Then going on to Wednesday, I had pre-ordered the iPhone 15 back in September and I got a notification that my phone had shipped, but the phone case I had bought hadn't shipped yet. I had bought a phone case from Urban Sophistication, but it was on pre-order. So I really was like, okay, I need a case for this phone. Here she is in all her glory. I ordered a phone case and a car mount. So I just feel like having your phone in your hand in the car is so dangerous, and I'm really bad about it because I'm really bad with directions. Like I still can't get around literally anywhere in Tampa without my GPS. So I was like, I think while I get this phone, new case, I need a car mount. So I ordered a phone case and a car mount from Amazon for $28.46. I would argue 80% of the things I order off of Amazon are unnecessary purchases. Amazon is just a dangerous place that feeds consumerism like no other, but I think this was a necessary purchase. This is an investment. You got to protect your investment and overall safety with the car mount. So I'm happy with that purchase. That leaves our Wednesday total at $28.46. Thursday, round of applause. Thank you. You can be proud of me. I had a no spend day, so I did not spend a dime on Thursday. Then on Friday, one of my friend's birthdays is on Sunday, and I feel like this is always in these videos. I don't know what it is about me. I have like an impulse. I have to buy my friends birthday presents, and she's a good friend. She's come and visited me here in Tampa, so I wanted to send her something. So I spent $37.31 on a wine glass set for her birthday. Then I paid for SunPass, which is tolls. Florida has like toll roads literally everywhere, and I do my best to avoid them, but sometimes they're either unavoidable or your trip will either be 30 minutes or 10 minutes with the toll roads. So sometimes I take them. I try to avoid them, but sometimes you can't. So I ended up having to pay a toll, which was $5.34. And then lastly, Friday night, I had a little night in by myself. I wanted to cook some dinner, so I went to Publix and picked up some stuff for dinner. I got like some pasta, some pesto, cheese, and some Halo Top for $19.14. So not bad. And I ate on that for like 3 days because there was a lot of pasta left over. That brings our Friday total to $61.79. Then on to Saturday, we had a pretty relaxed Saturday during the day, but then my friend did have a little thing Saturday night, so we did go out. I paid for 1 drink at the bar, which came out to $9. That is so cheap, honestly. We were at like a little like sports bar type deal that is honestly really cheap for a drink. I think it was a vodka ginger ale. And then I paid for 1 Uber, so I paid for the Uber home, and that came out to $12.91. Will doesn't really drink, which saves just a ton of money for him, but he will sometimes buy me a drink, so I think he bought me a couple drinks that night, but I did pay for the 1 and then the Uber home. So total on Saturday is $21.91. And last but not least, on Sunday we went to Costco, which was a really big trip. I love Costco. Who doesn't love Costco? I haven't been in a really long time, but we went on Sunday. We probably spent well over $300 on quite a few like basics. You know, you get some paper towels. I got a big pack of Poppy. I got some protein. So it was a good haul. And so I did Venmo Will for about half, probably a little less than half. So I sent him $150 for our Costco trip, which is all I spent on Sunday. So that brings the Sunday total to $150. I feel like I just ran through that so fast, but that is everything I spent this week. Definitely sat here and identified with you guys quite a few things I could have avoided spending money on. This is why I suggest writing down everything you purchase, because it just enlightens you so much on areas you can save money. So for the week total, without my fixed expenses, I spent $406.65. And then if you add in those fixed expenses we talked about, I spent $951.65 this past week. I feel like it's not too bad, but it definitely doesn't leave a lot of room for me for savings or paying more than the minimum on debt. So I can definitely do better, and that is something I am actively working on. Another caveat to that though is I feel like if I have like a no spend week, I can't film these videos because that's no fun. But I'm sure you guys understand that saving money is more important than filming these videos. I really do enjoy filming these and love watching them because they make me kind of understand my own spending habits and compare them to other people. So hope this was somewhat helpful in some way, and I will see you guys so very soon in my next video. Bye guys.